Hello everyone, I am Balaji Rao. Welcome to BR Maths class. In this class, we are going to start a new chapter called Permutations and Combinations, class 11th. And in this class is first we will learn NCERT related permutations and combinations, and then we will do objective related permutations and combinations also. And he is my son, Hari Siddharth.
Hello.
So actually he asked me to explain this chapter. I thought it is useful to everyone, so that I am recording this class, right? Permutation and combination. Permutations and combinations. Actually, what is permutation? What is combination? This we will learn from third exercise onwards. I'll just explain. Permutation, alternate word. Permutation is nothing but arrangement. What is arrangement? How many arrangements can be done? That we'll discuss later. What is permutation alternate word, Siddharth?
Arrangement.
Permutation alternate word is arrangement. Combination. What is combination? Combination is nothing but selection. These things we will learn slowly. What definition of permutation starts in third exercise. A definition of combination starts in fourth exercise. Before learning what is permutation, what is combination, number of permutation, all those things, we need to know few important things. In that, first concept is fundamental principle of multiplication. What it is?
Fundamental principle of multiplication.
How important this is? This fundamental principle of multiplication is very, very important. Actually, we call it as fundamental principle of counting. Fundamental principle of counting. In that fundamental principle of counting, two things are there. One is fundamental principle of multiplication. Another one is fundamental principle of addition, right? But mainly most of the time we will use fundamental principle of multiplication in NCERT. When it comes to JE level or objective part, we will use this also. First, we will learn what is fundamental principle of multiplication. What about importance of this? Is it is important? Most important, right? Throughout this chapter, everywhere, in the last problem also, we use fundamental principle of multiplication. What is fundamental principle of multiplication? Before understanding what is fundamental principle of multiplication, we'll discuss one example, right? Suppose you are in your village. You got a interview call which is at New Delhi. Actually, where you are? You are in your village. You got an interview call which is at New Delhi. It is an offline interview. Offline interview, Andre? What it means?
You have to go there.
You have to go there, right? So from your village, there is no direct transportation to reach New Delhi. Suppose first you need to reach Bangalore. From your village, you need to reach Bangalore. From Bangalore, you need to plan for New Delhi. Suppose there are three modes of transportation is available. From your village to Bangalore, you suppose three modes of transportation is available. What are those three modes of transportation? You can go by train. You can go by bus. You can go by car. You can say I will go by walk also. But he prefers to choose these three modes of transportation.
Okay.
He will go by train, or he will go by bus, or he will go by
car.
From Bangalore, as it is far from Bangalore to Delhi, he prefers to travel by flight. He prefers to travel by train. Actually, you want to reach New Delhi. For that, here two works are there. Because there is no direct transportation to New Delhi from your village. Total two works are there. First one, you need to reach Bangalore. From there, you need to plan for New Delhi. Two works are there. What is the first work?
Reaching to Bangalore.
Reaching to Bangalore is the first work. What is the second work?
Reaching New Delhi.
From
Bangalore.
Now, my question is, how many ways, how many modes of transportation is available to reach New Delhi from your village? How many modes of transportation is available? Ultimate work is what? You need to reach New Delhi. Once you reach New Delhi, your task is completed. This is divided into two works. First, you need to reach Bangalore and then New Delhi. How many ways you can reach New Delhi from your village?
We can reach in 4 ways.
We can reach in 4 ways. Very good. What are those 4 ways?
By train.
By train.
By bus.
By bus.
By car.
By car.
And by aeroplane.
By flight. Right? I am not asking here how many vehicles are there. I am not asking here how many different types of vehicles are there. I am asking that how many ways you can reach New Delhi from your village. How many ways? That means first way I'll write here. How many ways you can reach? First, you will catch this train to reach Bangalore, and then you will catch the flight to reach New Delhi. This is one way of reaching New Delhi from your village. You understand? How many ways you can reach New Delhi from your village? That is the question. So, this is one way. What is that one way? First, you will catch the train to reach Bangalore, and then you will catch the flight to reach New Delhi. So, this is one way of transportation. Like that, how many ways you can reach New Delhi from your village? That is the question. How many ways?
There are 6 ways.
There are 6 ways. What are those 6 ways? This is the one way. Train and flight. Next.
You will catch by bus to Bangalore.
Do one thing. A train, first train, and then you will catch train 1 and you will reach Bangalore, and then again train, second train. Right? So, this is one way, correct? This is one way of reaching New Delhi. Train and then flight. Second one is train 1 and then second train. 2 ways are over. Third one.
By taking bus.
You will reach Bangalore by taking bus.
And taking flight to reach New Delhi.
Next.
Taking bus to reach Bangalore. And then taking train to...
Second train. Next.
Now taking a car to reach Bangalore. And then by flight to New Delhi. Then car and train to New Delhi.
So total how many ways you got?
6 ways.
6 ways you got. No, every time we cannot calculate like this. This is a simple example. That's why we identified how many ways you can reach New Delhi from your village. Right? This is what fundamental principle of multiplication. This tells you that first work can be done in 3 ways. Second work can be done in 2 ways. Fundamental principle of multiplication says that this total work can be done in 3 into 2 ways. 3 into 2 is what?
6 ways.
Total 6 ways. You understand? So, suppose from your village to Bangalore, you can reach in 5 ways. Suppose 5 modes of transportation is there. From Bangalore to New Delhi, total 3 modes of transportation is there. Here 5 modes of transportation, here 3 modes of transportation. How many ways you can reach New Delhi from your village?
In 15 ways.
5 into
3.
15 ways. We can write all those 15 ways also. Right? So, what is fundamental principle of multiplication? Suppose there are 2 works. More than 2 works also, but in first we will learn 2 works. There are 2 works. First work can be done in m ways. You suppose there are 2 works. First work can be done in m ways. Second work can be done in
2
ways. Then total work in succession can be done in m into n ways. This is known as fundamental principle of multiplication. If there are 2 works, first work can be done in m ways. Second work can be done in n ways, then the total work in succession can be done in
m into n ways.
This is known as
fundamental principle of multiplication.
And what is fundamental principle of multiplication? Can you repeat?
Suppose there are 2 works to be done. The first work can be done in 3 ways.
M ways.
And the second work can be done in n ways. Then the total number of
the total work in succession can be done in
m into n ways.
M into n ways. I'll write that definition now. So, this is fundamental principle of multiplication. If there are 2 works, first work can be done in
m ways.
Second work can be done in
n ways.
Then both works in succession. Succession means one after another. Can be done in
m into n ways.
M into n ways. This is known as
the fundamental principle of multiplication.
Fundamental principle of multiplication. We'll try to understand this with one more example. Suppose in a class there are 10 boys and 5 girls. Teacher wants to select 1 boy and 1 girl. Teacher wants to select 1 boy and 1 girl to represent the class. 1 boy and 1 girl. And means teacher wants to select 2 persons or 1 person?
2 persons.
2 person. Teacher wants to select 1 boy and 1 girl to represent the class. How many ways this can be done?
In 50 ways.
What are those 50 ways? You tell one way. Suppose 10 boys are there. Na? You name them B1, B2, B3 like that. 10 boys. 5 girls are there. Na? G1, G2, G3 like that. 5 girls. You tell one way of selecting.
B1 and G1.
B1 and G1. B1 and
G2,
B1 and
G3,
like that up to G5.
so on.
Next,
B2 and G1, B2 and G2.
like that, right? Here, if you write all those things, B1, G1, B1, G2, if you write like that, it takes time. With the help of fundamental principle of multiplication, you can calculate it very easily. First thing, teacher wants to select one boy and one girl. This work is divided into two works. First, I'll select one boy from 10 boys. Next, I'll select one girl from 5 girls. By fundamental principle of multiplication, I can say how many ways this can be done, right?
Yeah.
So one boy you need to select. How many ways you can select one boy from 10 boys? How many ways you can select one boy from 10 boys?
In 10 ways.
10 ways. What are those 10 ways? Boy 1,
Boy 2.
boy 2, like that. How many ways you can select one boy from 10 boys means 10 ways. How many ways you can select one girl from 5 girls?
5 ways.
5 ways. By fundamental principle of multiplication, number of ways of selecting one boy and one girl to represent the class is 10 into 5. 10 into 5?
50.
50 ways. I hope you understand. See here, I explained this for 2 works. Suppose there are 3 works. First work can be done in m ways. There are 3 works. First work can be done in n ways. Second work can be done in n ways. Third work can be done in p ways. Then the total work in succession can be done in how many ways?
M into n into p.
M into n into p. This can be extended to n number of works. To understand you easily, I taken here 2 works. Right? So you understand what is fundamental principle of multiplication? Yes or no?
Yes.
What is fundamental principle of multiplication?
If there are 2 works, the first work can be done in m ways and the second work can be done in n ways. Then both works in succession can be done in m into n ways.
M into n ways. This is known as
fundamental principle of multiplication.
Fundamental principle of multiplication. Actually, this is known as fundamental principle of counting. We are learning fundamental principle of counting. In fundamental principle of counting, total 2 things are there. One is fundamental principle of
multiplication.
Another one is fundamental principle of
addition.
Now we will learn what is fundamental principle of addition. What is fundamental principle of addition? If there are 2 works such that they can be performed independently in m and n ways. How many works are there?
2 works.
2 works such that they can be performed independently in m and n ways. That means first work can be done in m ways. Second work independently can be done in
n ways.
N ways. Either of 2 jobs, either of 2 works, either of 2 jobs or either of 2 works can be performed in m plus n ways. Either of 2 jobs means what? Either A or B. When we use either for R, right? In last one, you see here there are 10 boys and 5 girls. You selected one boy and one girl. Here this is the case of AND. The same example comes for one boy or one girl. Suppose, here try to understand this. In a class there are 10 boys and 5 girls. Teacher wants to select one boy or one girl. Teacher wants to select one boy or one girl. Here what is there? R is there. In last whatever we discussed in that, what is there here? And. When and is there, we use the fundamental principle of multiplication. This worked also. Now you observe this. In a class there are 10 boys, 5 girls. Teacher wants to select one boy or one girl. What is the difference of this and last one? In last example, one boy and one girl means teachers must select 2 persons. One is boy and one is girl. Here teacher wants to select one boy or one girl means teacher wants to select how many persons?
1 person.
1 person only. That person may be
a boy or a girl.
Girl. Teacher wants to select one boy or one girl. In this case, fundamental principle of multiplication doesn't work. Right? Because teacher wants to select one person only. Right? So how many ways one boy can be selected from 10 boys? How many ways one boy can be selected from 10 boys?
10 ways.
10 ways. Boy 1, boy 2, like that. Right? How many ways one girl can be selected from 5 girls?
In 5 ways.
In 5 ways. The total number of ways the teacher can select either a boy or girl to represent the class. How many ways?
In 15 ways.
10 plus 5. Here 10 into 5 doesn't work. Understand? So What is fundamental principle of addition? If there are two works such that they can be performed independently in m and n ways, then either of two jobs can be performed in m plus n ways. This is known as fundamental principle of
Addition.
We use fundamental principle of multiplication very frequently than fundamental principle of
Addition.
But you need to know what is fundamental principle of addition also. Blindly, what is the best way to remember this means whenever in the question if and came, then we use fundamental principle of multiplication. Whenever you see or, then we use fundamental principle of
Addition.
What is fundamental principle of multiplication?
Suppose you take two works and the first work can be done in m ways and the second work can be done in n ways. Then their succession.
Then the total work in succession.
The total work in succession can be done in m into n ways.
What is fundamental principle of addition?
Suppose you take two works again. The first work can be done in m ways and the second work can be done in n ways. Then the total ways of succession can be
either of two works. Here it is important. Then there the total work in succession one after another. Here either of two works can be done in
m plus n ways.
What is the easiest way means while reading the question, if and is there, we use fundamental principle of multiplication. If r is there, we use fundamental principle of
addition.
So this is the only definition you have in first exercise theory. One and only one theory. What is that?
Fundamental principle of
counting. In that two are there. Fundamental principle of multiplication, fundamental principle of addition. All the first exercise problems are there based on fundamental principle of multiplication. Right? This is exercise number 6.1. In this total exercise, how many problems are there?
6 questions.
6 questions are there. This chapter is theory chapter. You need to write the steps neatly in board exams. Right? But actually, without steps, if you do these problems, you can finish all these problems in single line. Right? Let's see the first question. You see the question, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed? How many 3-digit numbers can be formed using the digits?
1, 2, 3, 4 and 5.
5. In these 2 bits are there. One is repetition of digits is allowed. Another one is repetition of digits is
not allowed.
Suppose first one, repetition of digits is allowed. You need to form a 3-digit number. 3-digit number. Suppose I will take 243. It is a 3-digit number or not?
Yeah.
In this, repetition is allowed?
No.
Repetition is not allowed. No digit is repeated in this. Suppose if I write like this, 242. What is this? This is a 3-digit number formed by using these digits, but digits are repeated. It comes under this second bit type. So, let's see the solution for this. You need to form a 3-digit number. So, what I'll do, I'll take 3 boxes. You need to form a 3-digit number. That's why I taken 3 boxes. Repetition of digits is allowed. Repetition of digits is allowed. What I do here, I divide this into 3 works. I need to form a 3-digit number from 5 digits. I'll divide it into 3 works. What are those 3 works? First work, filling the first box. Second work, filling the second box. Third work, filling the third box. First work, as a repetition of digits is allowed, first box can be filled in how many ways?
5 ways.
What are those 5 ways?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can fill 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So this can be done in how many ways?
5 ways.
5 ways. Second box can be filled in how many ways? Repetition of digits is allowed. Second box can be filled in how many ways?
5 ways.
What are those 5 ways?
1, 2, 3, 4 and 5.
So second box can be filled in 5 ways. Similarly, third box can be filled in how many ways?
5 ways.
5 ways. So by fundamental principle of multiplication, the total work, actually you need to form a 3-digit number, right? The total work can be done in how many ways?
If we take the first work as
5 into 5 equal to what? 125. So how many 3-digit number you can form using these digits when repetition is allowed? 125. This problem is over. But in examination, you need to write steps one after another. How we'll write the steps? See, first what we'll do, we'll take 3 boxes like this. And this can be filled in 5 ways. This can also be filled in 5 ways. We'll write like this. And we'll write first step like this. First box can be filled in
5 ways.
What are those 5 ways? You can fill with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. As a repetition is allowed, you need to write steps like this in board exam. As a repetition is allowed, second box can be filled in, second and third box can be filled in
5 ways.
5 ways, right? So by fundamental principle of multiplication, the total number of 3-digit numbers that can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when repetition of digits is allowed is 5 into 5 into 5. That is what?
125.
125. Understand? In this question, you see the second bit. What is the second bit?
The repetition is not allowed.
Repetition of digits is not allowed. Second bit is repetition of digits is not allowed. You need to form a 3-digit number. I taken 3 boxes. I divide it into 3 works. First I'll fill the first box, next I'll fill the second box, next I'll fill the third box. First box can be filled in how many ways?
In 5 ways.
First box can be filled in 5 ways. What are those 5 ways?
1, 2, 3, 4 and 5.
1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. This can be filled in any one of these 5 numbers. So first box can be filled in 5 ways. This is the case of repetition of digits is not allowed. Second box can be filled in how many ways?
4 ways.
What are those 4 ways?
Suppose we exclude 5.
Whatever the number we written here in first place, that number we'll exclude. If we exclude that number, how many numbers are remaining?
4 ways.
4 numbers are remaining. So second box can be filled in
4 ways.
4 ways. Now these 2 boxes are filled. Come to the third box. Third box can be filled in how many ways?
3 ways.
3 ways. Why 3 ways?
We exclude the first 2 numbers.
Whatever numbers we written here, other than those 2, because repetition of digits is
not allowed.
Not allowed. What number you written here, same number you cannot write here. Same number you cannot write. That's why you 3 numbers only remaining here. So third box can be filled in how many ways?
3 ways.
3 ways. Now you need to form a 3-digit number. Na? To form a 3-digit number, you need to fill all 3 boxes. Right? By fundamental principle of multiplication, the total number of 3-digit numbers that can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when repetition of digits is
not allowed.
Not allowed equal to
5 into 4 into 3.
5 into 4 into 3. 5 4 sir?
20.
23 sir?
60.
60. So total how many 3-digit number you can form when repetition of digits is not allowed by using these digits?
60 numbers.
60 numbers. This is the easiest way of understanding. In board exam, how you write the steps. See, first what you will do? You will write 3 boxes like this. And you will write 5, 4, 3. And steps you will start like this. First box can be filled in
5 ways.
5 ways. As a repetition of digits is not allowed, second and third box can be filled in
4 and
3 ways respectively. By fundamental, FPM means what here? Don't write like this. What is this? Fundamental principle of multiplication. You need to write all by fundamental principle of multiplication. The total number of 3-digit numbers that can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the repetition of digits is not allowed equal to 5 into 4 into 3. You need to write steps like this neatly in exam, board exam. If it is objective test,
direct answer.
Only this much is enough. Right? Its answer is 60. Clear? Now let's see the second question. You see this question. What they are asking in the question?
How many 3-digit even numbers can be formed?
How many 3-digit even number can be formed? Even number, you know this is even number only?
No.
Why?
It is not divided by 2.
We can easily identify it is an even number or not if it's even its units place. By seeing this units place, you can say it is even number or not.
Yeah.
Right? Units place must be
even number.
Suppose something like this 246. Is it is a even number?
Yes.
Because its units place is
6.
Even number. Right? So what you need to form? You need to form a 3-digit even number. Using the digits
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6.
First I'll write given digits are like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to form a 3-digit even number means we will take 4 boxes. Correct?
No. 3 boxes.
3 boxes. Why 3 boxes?
They asked 3 digits.
3-digit number. If they ask 4-digit number, we will take
4 boxes.
4 boxes. Now you need to form a 3-digit even number. Na? We will start this work from the units place, not from the first box. You can start from here also. Yes, you can start from the first box also. But first for safer side, we'll fill the units place, last box. 3-digit even number. This last box can be filled in how many ways?
In 3 ways.
What are those 3 ways?
2, 4 and 6.
2 or 4 or 6, right? So this last box can be filled in how many ways?
In 3 ways.
In 3 ways. Last box can be filled in 3 ways. Good. Now come to this first box. First box can be filled in how many ways? Here repetition of digits allowed or not allowed?
It is allowed.
Digits can be repeated. Digits can be repeated. That means what number you written here, that number you can write here. So first box can be filled in how many ways?
3 ways.
First box can be filled in how many ways?
3 ways.
What are those 3 ways?
That is 2, 4 and 6.
You need to form a 3-digit even number. Even number means first box can be filled in how many ways?
Oh, 6 ways.
6 ways. What are those 6 ways?
1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 6 or 5.
5 or 6. So first box can be filled in how many ways?
6 ways.
6 ways. What are those? 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So first box can be filled in how many ways?
6 ways.
Last box can be filled in how many ways?
3 ways.
Right. Now we need to fill this third box, middle box also, second box. Repetition of digits allowed or not allowed?
Allowed.
Allowed. So the second box can be filled in how many ways?
6 ways.
Second box, how many ways?
6 ways.
6 ways. What are those 6 ways?
1 or 2 or 3 or...
Because repetition of digits is
allowed.
Allowed. If repetition of digits is not allowed, then it is the other case. Right. So second box can be filled in how many ways here?
6 ways.
So total number of 3-digit even number that can be found using the digits when repetition of digits is allowed equal to what?
6 into 6 into 3.
From where? From how do you know that 6 into 6 into 3? From where you came to know that?
From the fundamental principle of multiplication.
Multiplication. So by fundamental principle of multiplication, the total number of 3-digit even number that can be found using the given digits when repetition of digits is allowed is 6 into 6 into 3. 6 6 sir?
36.
36 3 sir?
108.
108. Right? So how you will write the steps? How you will write the steps? You see here, first I taken 3 boxes. To form a 3-digit even number, this units place can be filled in how many ways? 3 ways.
3 ways.
This can be filled in how many ways? 6 ways. Second box can be filled in how many ways?
6 ways.
First you write boxes and you write numbers like this. And steps you need to write like this. What are the given digits? 6 digits given. To form a 3-digit even number, units place must be filled with even number. So unit place can be filled in how many ways?
3 ways.
3 ways. You need to write this step in board exam. In objective, this is the easiest one actually. 6 into 6 into 3, you will get the answer. Right? First step clear?
Yeah.
Second step, repetition is allowed. As a repetition is allowed, first box and second box can also be filled in
6 ways.
First box and second box can also be filled in 6 ways. By fundamental principle of multiplication, total number of 3-digit even numbers that can be found using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 when repetition allowed equal to
6 into 6 into 3.
6 into 6 into 3. That is 108. You need to write these steps in board exam. Right? In objective, you will get the answer easily. How you are feeling this? We did 2 problems. We learned fundamental principle of multiplication. This is easy or difficult?
Easy.
Easy. Good. Let's see this third question. I don't explain first. You need to explain this to me. Right? So this is the question. How many 4-letter code can be formed using first 10 letters of English alphabet? If no letter can be repeated, no letter can be repeated means repetition allowed or not allowed?
Not allowed.
No letter can be repeated means repetition is
not allowed.
Repetition is not allowed. 4-letter code by using what?
First 10 letters of English alphabets.
What are first 10 letters of English alphabet?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, G, H.
I,
K.
J,
K.
K. You got 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to J, right? Total how many alphabets are there here?
10 alphabets.
10 alphabets are there. You need to form a 4-letter code. For example, D, E, I, J. What is this? It's a 4-letter code, right? Or else A, F, I, J. This is one 4-letter code. Like that, how many 4-letter code can be formed? And they are saying that no letter can be repeated. That means A, D, D, H. This is also 4-letter code. But in this,
repetition is there.
repetition is there. So you need to form a 4-letter code. So what way you do this problem?
First, we will write 4 boxes.
We'll divide this into 4 works. So as it is a 4-letter code, we'll write 4 boxes.
And first work,
First box.
first box, we can do it by,
We can fill the first box.
we can fill the first box in 10 ways.
10 ways. What are those 10 ways?
A or B or C or D.
First 10 letter, any one. So first box can be filled in 10 ways. Second box can be filled in how many ways?
9 ways.
Why?
Because they have given the condition that repetition is not allowed.
Repetition is
Not allowed.
not allowed. What are those 9 ways?
Excluding the first letter that we have written in first box.
Not first letter. Whatever the letter you written in first box, excluding that letter, total 9 letters are remaining. The second box can be filled with any one of those 9 letters in how many ways? 9 ways. Right? So second box can be filled in how many ways?
9 ways.
Very good. Next.
It can be filled in 8 ways.
Next.
7 ways.
So what you will say? Final conclusion. What you say?
The total number
By
of fundamental principle of multiplication.
By fundamental principle of multiplication.
The total number of ways.
The total number of
4-letter code that can be formed
using
fundamental principle of
using
the first 10 letters of English alphabets.
When
Repetition is not allowed.
Equal to
10 into 9 into 8 into 7.
10 into 9 into 8 into 7. You multiply whatever answer you will get. That many number of 4-letter code can be formed. Let's see the steps for this. First, you write whatever the given letters are there, you write, and you write these boxes, and these numbers are also. First, you write like this. First box can be filled in
10 ways.
10 ways. What are those 10 ways? Means any one of those 10 letters. As a repetition is not allowed, second, third, and fourth box can be filled in 9, 8, 7 ways respectively. Next, what we'll write? By fundamental principle of multiplication, number of 4-letter code that can be formed using the first 10 letters of English alphabet when no letter can be repeated equal to 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. That is 5014. Understand? Right. Total 6 problems are there. We already completed 3 problems. Fourth question. Let's read the question.
How many 5-digit telephone numbers can be constructed using the digits 0 to 9 if each number starts with 67 and no digit appears more than once?
You need to form a
5-digit telephone number.
5-digit telephone number. So we'll take 3 boxes, correct?
No, 5.
We'll take 5 boxes because you need to form a 5-digit telephone number. 5 boxes. Using what letters are, numbers are, what?
Numbers 0 to 9.
0 to 9 means 2 numbers are there, 0, 9, right?
No.
0 to 9, 0 to 9, 3 numbers are there.
No.
0 to 9, how many digits are there?
0, 1, 2, 3.
How many are there?
10.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many are there?
10.
Total 10 digits are there. You need to form a 5-digit telephone number using these 10 digits. What is the condition?
That the first 2 numbers are 6
Each number starts with
67.
67. Condition is there. And no digit appears more than once. That means
repetition is not allowed.
No fancy number. Right? No digit appears more than once. Yes. What we do first?
We'll write 6 and 7 in the first 2 boxes.
First box can be filled in how many ways?
1 way.
What is that 1 way?
6.
6. Because first number, it begins with 6. So this can be done in how many ways? 1 way. Second box can be filled in how many ways?
1 way.
What is that?
7.
7. Second box. Each number begin with 67. So 6 place is fixed, 7 place is fixed. So this can be done in 1 way, 1 into 1. What about third box?
We can fill it in 8 ways.
Total how many digits are there?
10.
10 digits are there. We already used 2 digits. That means how many digits are remaining?
8.
8 digits are remaining. Repetition of digits is not allowed. So third box can be filled in?
8 ways.
8 ways. Third box can be filled in 8 ways. Next.
7 ways.
Fourth box can be filled in?
7 ways.
Why 7 ways?
Repetition is not allowed.
we already filled these 3 boxes. Now, what 3 numbers you written in 3 boxes, that number you cannot write here. So, out of 10, 3 numbers we already used. So, 7 numbers are remaining. So, this box can be filled in how many ways?
7 ways.
7 ways. Good. Next, this box can be filled in how many ways?
6 ways.
6 ways. So, what you say finally? Final words. Therefore, by fundamental principle of multiplication.
Therefore, by the fundamental principle of multiplication, the total number of 5-digit telephone numbers that can be constructed by the digits 0 to 9. If each number starts with 67 and the repetition is not allowed.
Equal to
1 into 1.
1 into 1 into 8 into 7 into 6. If you multiply all these things, what number you will get, that many 5-digit telephone numbers can be constructed. Right? This is the general way of understanding this question. Right? How you will write the steps. You need to form a 5-digit telephone number. No? That's why first you write 5 boxes and you write arrow marks like this 1, 1, 8, 7, 6 like this. And you write as a 5-digit telephone number starts with 67, first box can be filled with 6 and second box must be filled with 7 only. So, first and second box can be filled in one way. Right? See here, first box can fill in one way, second box also can be filled in one way. Next, what we write? As a repetition is not allowed, third box can be filled with remaining 8 digits in
8 ways.
8 ways. So, third box can be filled in how many ways? 8 ways. Next, similarly, fourth and fifth box can be filled in 7 and 8 ways respectively. So, last step is what? By fundamental principle of multiplication, the total number of 5-digit telephone numbers that can be formed using given digits which begin with 67 when repetition is not allowed equal to 1 into 1 into 8 into 7 into 6. If you multiply all this, what you are getting? 336. Alright. So, out of 6 questions, we completed 4 questions. You see this 5th question. Read the question.
A coin is tossed 3 times and the outcomes are recorded.
Outcomes means what? Coin is tossed 3 times. Outcomes are recorded. What it means?
The face which it lands on.
That means, for example,
Tails or
first coin, tail. Second coin,
heads.
A coin is tossed 3 times. Na? First time coin results tail. Second time coin results head. Third time?
Again head.
This is one outcome. It can be like this also. First one head, second one head, third one head. First one tail, second one tail, second time tail, third time head. These are all what?
Outcomes.
Outcomes. A coin is tossed 3 times. The outcomes are recorded. How many possible outcomes are there? You understand? How many possible outcomes are there? This is not like arrangement of earlier problems. How? Just answer. What is your idea? No idea. Right? No problem. See here. First, what is this? Coin is tossed first time. Suppose coin is tossed first time. Here, a coin is tossed 3 times. Coin is tossed first time. That is the first box. Coin is tossed second time. That is the second box. Coin is tossed third time. That is the third box. When a coin is tossed first time, what are the possible outcomes? How many possible outcomes are there? When one coin is tossed, what are the total number of possible outcomes?
2 outcomes.
2 outcomes. What are those?
Tails or heads.
Head or tail. So, when a coin is tossed one time, it results 2 results. Head or tail. It results either head or tail. Total 2 results are possible. So, I'll write here 2. When a coin is tossed second time, then how many possible outcomes are there?
Again 2.
Again 2. What are those?
Heads or tails.
Third time.
2.
2. By fundamental principle of multiplication, the total number of possible outcomes are 2 into 2 into 2. That is 8. I'll write here all those 8 because these things are needed. You need to know these things. First outcome is what? All head. This we call it as a 3-head result. How many 3-head results will be there? Only one result will be there with 3 heads. Right? Now I'll write 2-head results. 2-head results. 2-head results. These 3 are what?
2-head results.
2-head results. First what I written? 3-head results. Next what I written? 2-head results. Next what I'll write? 1-head result. You see in these how many heads are there?
1 head.
In all these three, only one head is there. First, 3 head results, next 2 head results, next 1 head result, now no head result. No head result means
Tails, tails and tails.
all tails. Total how many you got? Here 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 2,
8.
8. Here you see fundamental principle of multiplication, 2 into 2 into 2 is what?
8.
8. So when a coin is tossed 3 times, the total possible outcomes are
8.
8. Suppose coin is tossed 4 times. Outcomes are recorded. Total possible outcomes.
2 into 2 into 2 into 2.
That is 2 power
4.
2 power 4 is nothing but
16.
16. Clear? Huh? Right. You know die. Die is a 6-faced cube. Dots will be there. 1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots like that. One die results 6 results. When we roll a die, it gives 6 results. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. If 2 dice are rolled, how many possible outcomes are there?
36.
One die results 6. Second die results 6. Total number of possible outcomes 6 into 6
36.
36. I want you to write the steps for this problem. Right? What way you will write? When a coin is tossed first time, total number of results equal to 2. When a coin is tossed second time, total possible results are 2. Similarly, when a coin is tossed third time, then also total number of possible results are 2. By fundamental principle of multiplication, when a coin is tossed, then the total possible outcomes are 2 into 2 into 2. That is 8. Last question in this. And try to understand this.
How many 5 flags of different colors?
No, look at this. What they given?
Given 5 flags of different colors.
5 flags are there which are of different color.
How many different signals can be generated if each signal requires the use of 2 flags, one below the other?
One below the other. How many flags are there?
5 flags.
How many different signals can be generated? How many different signals can be generated if each signal requires
2 flags.
2 flags. To generate a signal, you required 2 flags. Suppose only red color flag is there. Only shown to red color flag. What it indicates? Only one flag, that is red color flag, is shown to you. What signal it generates?
To stop.
In this question, as per this question, no signal generated with one flag. What they are saying? Signal can be generated if each signal requires
2 flags.
If you want to generate one signal, you need to use
2 flags.
2 flags. If you show only one flag, that doesn't generate any signal as per this question. Right? So one below the other they are saying. Na? So to understand you, I'll take like this, one below the other. Right? This can be done in how many ways? See here, I need to generate a signal, I need to use 2 flags. That's why I taken 2 boxes here, one below the other. Come to this first box. That means first flag. This can be done in how many ways?
5 ways.
What are those 5 ways?
The 5 flags.
5 flags are there. Now you can choose any one from these 5 flags. In this question, repetition allowed, not allowed, they are not mentioned. Now second flag you need to take to generate one signal. This can be done in how many ways?
4 ways.
4 ways or 5 ways?
4.
Why?
Because if we take 5 ways, then it becomes one color.
What one color? See here, one flag we already used here, right? Now how many flags are available to you to keep it in the second place?
5.
First flag, first box can be filled in 5 ways. Whatever the 5 different color flags are there, that we can fill here. Second box can be filled in how many ways?
4 ways.
4 ways or 5 ways?
4 ways.
4 ways only. Why? Because one flag you already used here. Out of 5 flags, how many flags are remaining?
4.
4 flags are remaining. So this place can be filled in how many ways?
4 ways.
4 ways. So by fundamental principle of multiplication, the total number of different signals that can be generated using 5 flags of different color equal to
5 into 4.
5 into 4. 5 into 4?
20.
20. With this, we completed first exercise of permutations and combinations. In this class, what we learned?
We have learned the fundamental principle of counting.
Fundamental principle of counting. In fundamental principle of counting, how many things are there?
2 things.
What are those?
The fundamental principle of multiplication and fundamental principle of addition.
Addition. Okay. What is fundamental principle of multiplication?
Suppose you take two works. The first work can be done in m ways, and the second work can be done in n ways. Then the total number of
then the total work
in succession can be done in m into n ways.
What is fundamental principle of addition?
Suppose you have two works again. The first work can be done in m ways, and the second work can be done in n ways.
Independently. Then either of two works
can be represented.
Can be done
In m plus n ways.
Right? In simple way to understand, whenever AND is there, we use fundamental principle of multiplication. Whenever OR is there, then we use fundamental principle of
Addition.
I hope you understand this class. If you like this video, please drop a like and comment in the comment section how you felt this interactive class. If you want this type of classes more or not, you please comment. In case, and share this video with your friends. In case if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, subscribe now. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.